Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again for another video. Keith here from Command the Hoop Celtic. If this is your first time viewing the channel, if you could press that red and white button below, subscribe. 70% of you are not subscribing, so I would like to know what I need to do to change the game, change the channel to bring more people in. A thumbs up or a comment below anytime would be appreciated. So I'm here to talk about a player in his eyes as a legendary player in Scottish football, which he wasn't a legendary player. He was an icon. Kris Boyd. Now, Kris Boyd, as we all know, works for Sky Sports. He had a bit of a rant and deck there yesterday to the papers about Celtic fans and former players have a conspiracy theory that Celtic are being picked on for not getting the right decisions against them. Right decisions. Now, look at, we all seen what happened on Monday. Conor Golson, Rangers keeper, stopping the ball, was never given a penalty. Penalty was never rewarded. VAR is there to give the referee a voice on a decision, not to give the final say, to give a voice. Now, John Beaton, who was a Rangers fan, as we all know, was officiating the game, could have went over to the screen and had a look himself, and that didn't happen. So ANGE came out in his press conference the other day saying decisions are against us. And it's not the only time decisions been against us this season. I think Celtic being quite quiet, being quite content about it. And I think it's a stance now where they will meet up with the SFA, put all the evidence there where this should have been rewarded and that should have been rewarded. But Kris Boyd, he's been a pundit for a couple of years now. He's obviously been at Celtic Park when Celtic have won leagues upon leagues, won cups, and his club has only won one league in their history and one Scottish Cup. So I must really home to see the green side dominating Scottish football. And look, he came out and said that basically we have a conspiracy theory game. He called out his big chap, big friend, big mate, whatever you want to put in them words, Chris Sutton, saying, well, Chris wasn't saying that. He made this conspiracy theory up back in 2003 when Dunfermline rolled over against Rangers and Celtic lost out in the league by goal difference when he played Kilmarnock and Adam Thompson missed the penalty. Now, I think definitely Dunfermline rolled over at Ibrox that day, 100%. I'm not bitter in any way. I believe that there's fantastic pundits in the Scottish football. And look, for example, Ali McCoy is a great pundit because the way it is. His former teammate, Barry Ferguson, even came out on Go Radio and said it was a penalty. And for Chris not to see this with his eyes, I'm telling you, I think he needs to go to Specsavers and get his eyes tested. He maybe needs to start wearing glasses or get something sorted, because I'm starting to worry about him. I'm starting to worry, this is many a times where he attacks former players, current players. He attacked Lee Griffiths about his mental health a couple of years back. He attacked Callum McGregor about coming back from injury to play against Rangers and about his condition of his face and the tackles, which was absolutely disgusting. And this guy sits there and thinks it's okay just to literally rip it into people. People are sensible, Chris. It is a world out there that certain things can hurt people, and for you to have your blue tints on and thinking that the referees are doing a top job, like they're doing the best decisions in Scottish football, is laughable. We've seen at Hearts at the start of the season. We've seen it against Dundee United, where Giakoumakis got a kick in the face. There was no action done about that. There was no game bans for the Dundee United player. We see that Bear Bay had his hands behind the back and it was a penalty because he was jumping in the air. We've seen it at Ibrox. We've seen it against Livingston where Abada scored and the Livy player played him onside with a header. Like the other night, Wolves and Liverpool in the Cup. So I think Kris Boyd is in a world of his own. I just think the bitterness of Celtic dominating for years upon years is really starting to get to him. And I'll call someone out and say they're a good pundit. He's a terrible pundit. He just can't admit when Celtic are a better team on the day. Just cannot admit when you score good goals. He just has to sit there and say something smart about everything. Like throwing the toys at the pram is a prime example yesterday. Celtic are going to keep winning. They're going to win the league. He's saying that we were going to have a full meltdown if we dropped the full 3 points at Ibrox. If we did, we didn't. He said it was literally like heaven for them when he scored. Kyogo scored. Yes, there was, because Celtic deserved a point, minimum a point, because yet they weren't on the great. Yet they weren't even near that greatest that day. Look at Rangers had spells in the game. They were looked like a better team in the second half, but since Celtic made them changes with Jota and Giakoumakis, Celtic deserved that point. So Chris, I just worry about you and your comments because look at Celtic fans dislike you. Not because you play for Rangers. They dislike you because you're just absolutely the bitterness out of your mouth over the last 2 to 3 years as a pundit is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. So I think you should think before you say, because I had to think. I had to think about this before I came on. I was like, you know what a gobshite. What an absolute gobshite. This guy doesn't have a fucking clue. Doesn't have a fucking clue. Like, why is he still in the Sky Sports punditry box? Is because Sky Sports are too afraid to get rid of him because you'll have a big strap about it. That's the reason why. So, Stilian Petrov, James McFadden, decent pundits. You, straight back. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. And let me know what you think, folks, because this guy needs to be gone soon because I just can't believe why are they still giving him a job as a pundit. He just does not benefit Scottish football. He does not benefit in any way, an aspect to make Sky Sports to enjoyable to watch when you're sitting there before the game. He doesn't. Honestly, he doesn't. And as I said, Ali McCoist is a prime example. Does a good job, So, yeah, leave it there. Take care.